Hello. Is the age stopping you from writing at your best? Do you sometimes feel old or too old to write or to accomplish whatever you set your hopes and goals to? I think we all do at some point in our lives. And if we don't, perhaps we will. So this uh, broadcast, this program, has been inspired by my client, my dear client, who should remain nameless, that mentioned that sometimes she feels pressure that she might be too old for her sport. And I was thinking about it for the past 2 days, how to help my clients with that, and how to help myself, and how to help all of us. How do you feel about your age? So, I have a list of things that get better with age. It took me, I don't know, 2 minutes to find that list on Google. And let's chat about things that get better with age and why do we think that we actually get worse with age. So why is, for example, wine getting better with age? Cheddar cheese gets better with age. Whiskey gets better with age. Cast iron skillet gets better with age. Pickles, go figure. Pickles get better with age. Jeans, they feel great the older they get. Balsamic vinegar gets better. Not to mention art, collectibles, they increase in value, yet somehow we think that our value decreases. Where is it coming from? So I have a couple of things ready for us to chat. The reason we feel that the age can stop us from performing at our best is because of the resistance. We resist the idea of being old, or getting older. We all heard that what we resist persists, or whatever we give energy, attention, and focus becomes more prevalent in our life. So if we give energy, attention, and focus to age as something that's stopping us, guess what? We continue to find the examples of that. However, there's also an opposite state, which we call the acceptance. Well, let's think about this for a second. What do you accept in life? And as a result of accepting it, how do you feel? Good or bad? We accept a lot of things in our life. We accept connection with others, love from others that feels good. We accept nature, right? We accept the fact that the warm weather feels good, the sun feels good. For some of us, being on a beach feels good. We accept that. We resist, some of us resist, that the cold weather is not that good. By resisting it, we associate that with something negative. Now, do all people resist cold weather? Some people celebrate. Hey, finally, it's snowing. I can do all kinds of sports, and I no longer have to suffer. I no longer have to suffer the heat. Some people don't like heat. So if we stop resisting the cold, we are actually enjoying it. So what's the difference between acceptance and resistance? When we in one state, we feel good, and in the other state, we feel bad. Good or bad? Now, Shakespeare said, and we all remember that, nothing is good or bad. It's our thinking that it's making it so, or something like that. We are meaning-generating machines. We associate meaning with experiences, and that meaning is false. It's an illusion anyway. So if we associate negative feeling with getting older, it's what we create. It's the reality we would create, but we can associate a completely different meaning to it. There are cultures, many cultures, that older people are treated with a lot of respect. The older you get, the more respect you get. Even here in North America, we have First Nations that they had the elders, and they kept them in, and they still do, in high regard and respect, because they are the carriers of the wisdom. So now I'm talking about athletic performance, and directly to my client that I chatted with yesterday, a wonderful dressage rider that is one of the most amazing athletes I had the pleasure of working with. And sometimes she feels the pressure of maybe being too old for her dreams. And I love her dreams. She is really aiming high, and I support her in that dream. So is she in a state of acceptance or resistance? And how do we switch from one to another? That is a great question, isn't it? And how do we know in which state we are? We simply ask ourselves, do I feel good or do I feel bad? If I feel bad, I'm resisting. If I feel good, I'm allowing, I'm accepting it. I have another example here with my hands, almost like a prayer symbol, but it's an example of resistance. Please take a look at this hand. This hand is pushing from one side to another, and eventually will go out of division. Bye-bye. I'm exerting some amount of force here, some amount of pressure, and I can't really measure it in a way. I can't measure it until I put something else to resist it. Now I feel pressure. Before I couldn't feel any pressure. Now I feel the pressure because I'm resisting it. I'm old, I'm too old, I'm too old. I'm too old, I'm too old. I'm resisting and I'm stuck. If I accept this and feel good about it, boom, it's gone. It's gone. It's no longer an issue. So I simply find a way of accepting it. So how do we accept aging? A couple of tips and tricks I can share with you. What do you think is the difference? Or actually, the question is there a difference between these two statements? I am old, I'm old. Or we can even amplify that, I'm too old. Or versus, I'm experiencing getting older. I am experiencing, or I'm in a process, or I'm experiencing getting older and wiser. I am old and I'm experiencing something. One is very direct. We associate to that identity. I am old means that you are it. In reality, you're not it. You are so much more than being old or older. You're experiencing that. And if it's an experience, you can change it. You can give it a different meaning. So I have this phrase for you and anyone else that would like to practice that. How to snap from I am old to something that gives us more choice. So I have this phrase that you can use with any challenge. I accept that I experience something. So in context of aging, I experience that I'm getting older and wiser. I accept I accept that I experience getting older. Number one, I accept. So I stop the resistance. I'm old. Now I can simply say, I accept. Bye-bye. Gone. So acceptance is the opposite of resistance. Another word for acceptance is allowing. When I allow something, I feel good. And when I feel good, I attract to my life more and more good things, because that's how the energy works. The magnetic energy, like attracts like. If we are in a positive state, we get more positive things. We actually start seeing examples of positive. So maybe we can start looking for examples of people that in age became either great athletes or great people in general. If we don't have the examples in our own life, our parents or friends, we can look at public figures. Mother Teresa, my personal inspiration for somebody who helps people and helped people to the last breath. Many other figures that were committed to their goal and were unrelentless. They were committed to their dream all the way to their last breath. So why don't we, as athletes, do the same thing? Why would we stop? Especially in the sport of equestrian, where we have this wonderful animal to work with us, and that animal that is ready to support us to the last breath as well. So this concept of feeling good and being in allowing or accepting states is something I cover with my athletes, the ones that have chosen to work with me. And as a matter of fact, we have an 8-week coaching program starting in the first week of February. If you'd like to learn more about the upcoming coaching programs, you can chat with me directly or with one of the coaches that work with me by going to this link, www.victorywithtom.com/apply. Once you go there, you have an access to our online calendar where you can book a complimentary breakthrough session where we look at what's working for you and what is not working for you and what's stopping you from riding at your best. A couple of days ago, we had a conversation about a fear. This wonderful lady had a fear of her horse and a fear of riding. And we had a great conversation, and we have discovered what was the root of that problem. And you guessed it right. She was resisting something. If you would like to find out what you might be resisting, hey, go to this link, victorywithtom.com/apply. Easy peasy. Click on the best appointment that works for you. And if you can't find an appointment that works for you, shoot me an email, or in this case, send me a message through Facebook or Google, YouTube, and I'll be happy to chat with you. And until then, wish you all the best. Happy riding.